It's the Chicago Phantoms taking on the San Jose Junior Sharks. Your starting lineup for Coach Caden's spot: Julian Yachting, Max Gospodaru, Ryan Pisturzi on left wing. Blue liners are going to be Blake Cushman and number 7, Rocky Monaco. In net, going to be number 31, Max Bersani. And there was 14 minutes on the clock to get this contest underway. The Phantoms are dressed in their home whites with the purple shells. Puck is going behind the net. Cushman harassed. So it's going to be Phantoms in their home whites with purple piping around the armbands and socks, and their waist has an orange and purple stripe. The San Jose Sharks dressed in the NHL colors of the teal blue, along with the white and black piping around the armbands, waist, and socks, black shells, and black gloves. Firing a shot from the left of Bersani is going to be the Sharks out to the far side, slatted out of the zone by Pisturzi. That's going to be offside as he carried it in. And we'll get a whistle at 13:14 to go here in the period. Face-off will be just outside the zone, right in front of the Phantom benches as Coach Caden goes to the line change. For you folks back home who know a little bit about the San Jose Sharks NHL team, a Hall of Famer and number who was just retired by the Sharks, Joe Thornton, big old jumbo, is on the bench for the San Jose Junior Sharks. He is their head coach. So on the far side, it's going to be Proden along with Boyd and DeNormandy up front. It'll be Rich and Rothmeyer on the blue line, and it's going to be the Sharks controlling the left wing corner here to the near side. Picked up by Rich. Rich out to DeNormandy, pushed towards Boyd at the blue line, kept in by the Sharks and thrown right back behind the net of Bersani. Rich behind the net, left to right, throws it up off the boards, and be dug out of the wall by Proden. He's going to knuckle one towards blue line, kept in by the Sharks, who throw one right back the other way. Down in the left wing corner for Rothmeyer. Rothmeyer trying to push it up towards DeNormandy, picked up by the Sharks, headed towards the net of Bersani, tries to make a move around it. Play broken up by Max. Now in the right, Rich. Rich going to take him down. No call, left right wing hash marks. Rich gets shouldered off the puck in a body check. Chip back into the right wing corner. Come down and is Rich. Referee's letting him go right now here on the near side. Coming in is going to be Boyd. Boyd along with DeNormandy, knocked it free, cycling it back down low, making a move around him, centering pass. Play broken up by Rich. Rich over to DeNormandy. DeNormandy harassed by the Sharks, kept in by the Sharks. And it's going to be the Phantoms in trouble. Need a line change. Fanning on the one-timer is going to be the Sharks. Picked up by Boyd. It's going to be a 2-on-2. Boyd and Proden. Boyd across center. Going to send one in deep. Proden on the forecheck now. 12:03. Down behind the goal line. Proden coming in. Now he's all by and lonesome. Get from his knees. Sends it back behind the net. Here comes Clark on the forecheck now. Zaire at the right point. Coming in is Kerwick. Cross-ice pass by the Sharks. And it's going to be McRae and Zaire on the blue line now. Coming out along with BMAC. Top of the right circle, far side. McRae poke checked it free. Puck was down behind the net. BMAC coming in. McRae trying to pick his pocket. He does. 2 on the puck for the Sharks. And centering pass broken up by McMurray. McMurray pushing up the ice. It's going to be BMAC with a stop. BMAC in the slot. Left wing hash marks. Forehand backhand. Fires the shot. Saved by the goaltender. Nice save. BMAC with a nice poacher. Nice backhand shot. Toe drag around to Clark. Pass at the middle. Pass to the middle from BMAC to Clark. And a play broken up by the Sharks. Cross the blue line it goes. Sharks, top of the right circle, far side against McRae. Hits the brakes and throws it behind the net, releasing towards Zaire. Zaire now in the left wing corner. Hits the brakes and throws it back behind the net to the far side. Clark going to come trucking over to the half marks. Then going to backhand out of the blue line, off the stick of the defender. Out of the zone it goes. It'll be Brady McMurray on the forecheck now as the Phantoms go for the line change. McMurray forced him to go up off the boards. Picked off by Gavin Sire. Sire going to bounce one off the defender. And here comes the Sharks back the other way. Up the ice in front of Monaco and Cushman. High right circle. Play broken up by the Rock. Picked up by Yachting, who's going to chip one out of the zone. Yachting chucks it. That'll be an icing if it gets there. And we're going to bring that one all the way back. 10:41 to go here in the first period. Face-off going down to the right. Left wing circle to the right of Bersani's glove. Lineup out there now for the Phantoms is going to be Yachting and Pisturzi, flank and Sire. Monaco down in the I formation, Cushman in the slot. Sire on the draw. Run by Gavin, but he gets tripped up there and puck on the half wall. Yachting trying to pull it out from the offensive side. Sire battling on the boards. There's 3 Sharks against 2 Phantoms. Coming in towards the defensive side of it is Monaco. And the battle ensues on the half wall here. Look to drag it out is going to be Yachting. He's trying to pull it forward. Sire just pushing back on it. It's 2-on-2, pushing against the wall against each other. And the Sharks on the defensive side of it, their number 55 defenseman, pushed forward by Yachting, kept in by the Sharks, cut off by Sire, pulled forward by the Sharks in front of Monaco. Monaco breaks the pass up into the hands of Gavin Sire. It's Sire and Yachting. Sire across center, going to send one towards the net. Right behind it Coming in is going to be Yannick on the forecheck. Yannick knocked it loose, picked up by the Sharks here on the near side. Sharks pushing it up towards Pasturzi. Chipping out past him. Here comes the breakout in a 3-on-3. Play broken up by Gospodaru. Back in the hands of the Sharks, though, at neutral ice. They pull it back across, looking to regroup. Gospodaru on the forecheck. Pinching up is going to be Monaco. Tips one forward. Back way to the Sharks. Sharks to Monaco. Monaco slammed it back in the neutral zone. It's picked up by the Sharks. Coming across in front of the Normandy towards Monaco. Monaco going to take it around the far side. Firing a shot. Saved by Bersani. Monaco got a piece of the stick there. Slowed him up. And it's going to be Cushman trying to muscle out his own. He does into the hands of Normandy. Normandy push over to the far side towards Pasturzi. Sharks going to walk it in top of the right circle towards Monaco. Down behind the goal line. Monaco giving chase. Firing a shot. Saved up front. Another save up front by Bersani. And Monaco pushes the rebounding, crashing forward into the back of the net, and we'll get a whistle at 9:18 to go here in the first. Phantoms go for a line change. Out there now is going to be Prodan along with Gospodaru and DeNormandie up front. It'll be Rich and Rothmeyer are your blue liners. It'll go Rich in the slot along with DeNormandie and Prodan. Out to the right, left point. Kept in by the Sharks. Back down low behind Rothmeyer. Over here to the near side. Hitting the brakes. Rich giving chase. Pulling it back underneath him. Play broken up by Gospodaru, who puts him into the wall. Picked up by Rich, who tried to toe drag. Cut off by the Sharks. Back in front. Tries the backhand play. Fires a shot. Saved by Bersani. Another save by Bersani. And it's in behind the net for Gospodaru. Puck is bouncing in front of the blue paint. Trying to muscle it forward is going to be the Sharks. Knocked up loose by the Phantoms. Bodied off the puck by Rich into the hands of DeNormandie, who can't get it out. Kept in by the Sharks. Trying to make a move on Rich. Collapsed down by DeNormandie. Picked up by Ryland. Here they're coming the other way. Makes a move. Poke check free by DeNormandie. DeNormandie back to the feet of Rich. Rich from his knee, one knee, gets to it and sends one in off the jersey of the Sharks into the glass here to the near side. It'll be Prodan on the forecheck now as the Sharks regroup. Going back the other way. At center, makes a move around to Clark on the forecheck now into the hands of Gospodaru as the Sharks chuck it away. Gospodaru chips it over to Rich. Rich back to Gospodaru, who's tied up and is pulled back by the Sharks. Poke check by Clark. Backhanded across, right point coming in against Rothmeyer, top of the right circle. Making it work down low. Rothmeyer giving chase now, releasing for Rich. Rich in the left wing corner, Sharks controlling. Looks to fire a shot. Wide right of Bersani. Puck rings out to the far side. Prodan coming in at the right hash marks. Joe drag around by Rothmeyer. Rothmeyer to Gospodaru. Gospodaru here to the near side looking to hit Clark. Clark at center, beat to it by the Shark, but he muscles him off. And puck is loose. Gospodaru falls on top of the Shark. Puck is free for McMurray, who chips it back to himself. Then a battle right here in front of center ice, won by the Sharks, who chip it in deep. Behind the net of Bersani, the puck rings around all the way to the far side for McRae. McRae sends it to the right point, right in the hands of the Sharks, who fires one low, wide left of Bersani. Rebound here to the near side left wing hash marks. Sending one back behind the net of the Sharks, controlling. 7:29 to go here in the period. McRae giving chase and puts him into the wall. Gospodaru look coming in for support. McRae gets thrown over. Loose change in the hands of Gospodaru, is going to push it up the ice, and it's going to be 2-on-2 the other way. Gospodaru and McMurray. Gospodaru wide left, going to take him left wing hash marks, try to send one to the net. BMAC on the offensive side of it. Gets cut off. He popped it loose. 3 blue jerseys down low, and BMAC, the lone forechecker. Backing up is going to be Clark. Out there now comes Brielle Boyd. Thrown away by the Sharks into the right wing corner. No icing, waved off. McRae going to get down in the corner dirty with Brielle Boyd, who knocks it loose over here to the near side for Clark, who chips it back down low for Zaire. Zaire up off the board to the far side. Pass McRae out to the right point, coming over is Boyd. Down back behind on goal line. Picked up here by the Sharks. Coming in is Clark now, hitting the brakes, and the Sharks cut off by McRae, or cut off by Zaire. Centering pass, broken up by McRae. Rebound saved by Bersani, chipped away by Boyd here to the near side. Going to be Clark, going to put the Boyd on the wall from the Sharks. Boyd comes in, knocks it loose into the hands of Zaire, who chucks it over to the far side, into the hands of McMurray. McMurray at the right side, couldn't get to it. Off of BMAC shin guards, knocked in by the Sharks. McRae coming in, he's got 2 on him. Boyd on the defensive side of it. Dragged forward by the Sharks, tripped up, no call. Down behind the goal line for McRae, who sends it over to BMAC. BMAC at the Phantom benches, throws him in the hands of the Sharks, going to pull back around. BMAC going to pick his pocket, harassing on the far side, just in front of the Shark benches. BMAC takes it down, knocked loose by Clark. Clark going to pick it up at center, drops it back in the hands of Monaco. Sharks go for a line change. Here comes the Rock. Rock going to take it over to the far side, puts a body on it, puts the kid in the wall, and he blows a tire. Knocked free for Sire in front of the penalty boxes. Sire in front there, battling off with McMurray now. McMurray in front of the Phantom benches. Picked up by Gavin Sire. It's Sire along with Clark on a 2-on-2. Sire tries to make a mover. Left dot, gets hooked up, taken down, and we're going to get a penalty. Knocked free by the Sharks, and we're going to get a whistle and a power play for the Phantoms at 5:40 to go here in the first. As the Phantoms A little bit of intensity here right now. 55 headed to the sin bin for hooking. Here in the first period, resulting in a Phantoms power play. This power play brought to you by Big Sammy's Hot Dogs. Remember what Big Sammy says, eat more hot dogs. Now serving 2 locations, one in Elk Grove, one in Elgin. Try the mozzarella logs, folks, they're fantastic. Your power play unit out there now is going to be Proden along with Gospodaru and Yadik. Blue liner is going to be Rich and Rothmeyer. Off the draw, shot one right at the net and a save by the goaltender. At 5:37 to go, 1:28 remaining on that Big Sammy's power play. We'll do it once again. This time, Pisturzi heads to the middle. Pisturzi fires another save by the goaltender. Thrown away here by the Sharks here to the near side. Rothmeyer going to have to come trucking over to get it. Out of the zone it goes. And it's been picked up by Rothmeyer down behind the net of Bersani, slowing things up. And he breaks over to the far side. Cutting back is going to be Rich. Rich patiently waits, backing up as the Sharks. Rich with a little bit of time and space, hits Pisturzi. Pisturzi at center is going to chip it in deep. We need to forecheck it now. Ryan, the lone forechecker, Nianik and Till. Centering pass out to Gospodaru, picked off. And Gospodaru is going to chip it over here to the near side for Pisturzi. Pisturzi battling it in the right wing corner. Chips it down low for Nianik. Beat to it by the Sharks, but Nianik pops it free. Nianik out to the point for Rich. Rich walks the line like Johnny Cash. Hands it over to Rothmeyer. Rothmeyer fires a shot. Looking for the tip was Gospodaru. Rebound for Nianik, who fires another save by the goaltender. Nianik comes in, picks up the loose change. Nianik at the half wall. Sends it over to Rothmeyer. Off a Rothmeyer stick. It's going to come out of the zone. And the Phantoms are going to have to regroup. 33 seconds to go on this Big Sammy's power play. 2 on Rothmeyer, or 2 on Rich, into the hands of Rothmeyer. And they back it up. Here comes the Phantoms. Rothmeyer with a little bit of space. Coming up the ice, hits up forward towards, that's going to be Pisturzi once again. Chopped loose by Nianik. Nianik at the blue line, pulling it in. 14 seconds to go. Nianik fires from the point wide right. And leading it goal is going to be the Phantoms. Here to the near side is going to be Gospodaru. Blocked by Gospodaru as it comes out of the zone. The poke checked away by the Sharks. Swing and a miss by BMAC and Clark out towards Rich. Rich poke checks it free. It's picked up by Mediak. It were even strength, folks. It's going to be BMAC up here to the near side. He's collapsed on by 2, and Sharks regain control of the puck. In the left side towards Clark. Cutting back. And cross-ice D-to-D pass here in front of us. And they break it up right up in front of Monaco. One-on-one in front of the Rock. Rock going to poke check and puts a body on him. Stands him up. Here to the near side. Picked up here by Rich. Rich poke checked out towards BMAC. Cut off by the Sharks. Going back the other way. Sharks reversing the ice towards Clark. Thrown away by the Sharks. That'll be an icing. And we're going to bring that one all the way back. 3:36 to go here in the first. Offensive zone face-off for the Purple People Eaters dressed in all white. Face-off goes into the left wing circle. It's going to be BMAC along with Kerwick. And your left winger looks like it's going to be Clark. Blue liners are Monaco and Cushman. Cushman from the right point fires one into the shin guards. He doesn't see it. Chips one back in. It's kept inside the zone, but it's picked up by the Sharks. Makes a move around Cushman. 3-on-1 in front of the Rock. Down the left side. Sends one across in front of Clark. Fire shot. Save by Bersani! Flash in the letter. Let's check the replay, folks. Monaco in the 3-on-1 takes the puck carrier. He does a drop pass there for the forward who's crashing in, and Bersani with the glove save at 3:21 to go, period. And it's going to be Kerwick on the draw. In the slot goes Monaco, then Clark and McMurray, and Cushman makes his way over to left wing half wall, right wing half wall. Kerwick coming in. Referee telling Monaco and his counterpart to get on their side of the hash marks. He doesn't like that Rocco's trying to creep in there. Monaco doing whatever he can to get an advantage. If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. Out top of the right circle, coming across the high slot towards Cushman. Shot blocked by Kerwick. Picked up by Monaco, sends it out to the point. Off and out of zone, it goes to McMurray. It's McMurray in a breakaway. McMurray on the left hash mark comes in, fires a shot wide right. Here to the near side, Kerwick on the rebound. Kerwick trying to send one over to Monaco, collapsed on by 3. Waiting for help is going to be Kerwick. Coming in is Clark. Clark spins it back, picked off by the Sharks at the right wing half wall, now towards Kerwick. Out to BMAC. BMAC puts a body on it, knocked free, puck is trickling inside the zone for the Sharks, and they go the other way. Out towards Cushman. Cushman meets him at center. Puck is loose for the Rock. Monaco behind the net of Bersani, right to left, hits the brakes. He's got 2 on him. Sends it over to Cushman. Bouncing puck is loose to far side for Kerwick. Kerwick throws one up the boards into the hands of the Sharks. Out of the zone by Cushman to McMurray. Swatted away off the shin guards of McMurray. It's McMurray with a breakaway once again. Right hash marks, backhand, forehand, backhand, saved by the goaltender. Back in the hands of McMurray. He makes a move around the defender. It's BMAC around the background goal. Knocked away by the Sharks defender. The sliding save by the goaltender. Toe drag around McMurray in the center ice to Zaire. Zaire going to pick it up. Sharks in a line change. Zaire pushing it in, top of the right circle, sends one down behind the goal line. It's Zaire and Clark covering on the forecheck. Clark in the left wing corner, backing up is Zaire, out towards Boyd, knocked loose by Clark, swatted away by Boyd, and here comes the Sharks the other way with 2 minutes to go. Out towards McRae, thrown away by the Sharks here to the near side. Zaire comes trucking in to be picked up by the Sharks, down behind the goal line. Zaire's going to run him off. Coming in is Boyd to knock it free. Boyd tripped up here to the left wing corner towards Clark. Clark knocks it free. McRae popped it loose. Out to the point. McRae gets a piece of it. Blocked by Boyd. Coming in is Proden on the back check. Damien coming in at center. Here comes Proden up the ice in front of the penalty boxes. Uses Bob to send one forward. It's knocked down by the Sharks who reversed the ice quick the other way. And a player lost the stick. Intercepted by Proden at center. Proden fires one towards the goaltender. Blocker save into the left wing corner. It's going to be Proden along with DeNormandy on the forecheck. Now Boyd. Proden picks it up down low. Proden in the left wing corner. Boyd comes in left wing face off that. Send one towards the net. Boyd shot blocked by the defender. Back in the Sharks going out of the zone. Tip past McRae. That'll be an icing if it gets there. Leave it go, Max. And it's picked up here by McRae. McRae here to the near side, breaking it up towards DeNormandy. DeNormandy tried to break it over towards Boyd. Play busted up by the Sharks, firing a shot wide right of Bersani. Sharks try to centering pass, right back up the boards, right up the ice towards Proden. Damien at center along with DeNormandy. 2-on-2 with two back checkers. Proden sends it down low with just under 1 minute to go. Here comes DeNormandy. DeNormandy tied up here to the near side. Coming back is going to be Proden, thrown out of the zone, cross ice towards Rothmeyer. 2-on-2, bit of back checker. Right across right side, Rothmeyer coming in. Comes in is Sire. Sire knocked it loose to the right point. Picked up by the Sharks. Looks to go over left wing face-off dot here to the near side. Coming in is Rylan Rich. Rich jams it forward to Sire. Finishing in is going to be Sharks. Muscled forward by the Phantoms out of the zone. And it's going to be the Sharks regrouping at 26 seconds. Giving chase past Proden. Out towards Rothmeyer. Releasing his DeNormandy. Top of the right circle. Makes a move around. Blocked by Rothmeyer. Sends over to the far side for Proden once again. Proden's got Yadic. And he throws one up the middle into it, and is picked up by the Sharks, who come right back across the top of the blue line left side, firing a toe drag release shot wide right of Bersani with 7 seconds to go. Picked back up by the Sharks, who send one down here to the left wing corner. And it's going to be Rylan Rich picking it up with time going out of the zone. And that sound is the end of the first period. So at the end of one, it's 0-0 here at Ford Ice Center in Nashville, Tennessee, as we head to the first intermission. This first intermission brought to you by Villaggio's Italian Ristorante in Roselle, Illinois. Villaggio's voted the #1 Italian restaurant in Roselle by me and Rocky. Stop in and see Berto, Edgar, Hugo, Brenda. Tell them I said hi, folks. Enjoy the intermission. Welcome back, folks, for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world. Let's get ready for some second period hockey. Your starting lineup for the Phantoms here in the second is going to be Clark, along with Kerwick and BMAC. Blue liners are going to be Monaco and Cushman. Bersani has the net. Out to the right slot. It's going to be picked off by McMurray. Bersani, I believe I said, still has the net. 14 minutes on the clock, and the Phantoms are working from right to left if you're listening on the radio. Bench is on the far side. D pass from Push to Monaco. Monaco to Clark. Clark chips it forward to Kerwick. Kerwick up the ice. Kerwick hits the brakes, sends one right in front of the goaltender. BMAC on the forecheck now. Sharks coming in right to left. Poke check by BMAC. BMAC looking for help. He's got Clark in a high slot. BMAC behind the net. Waiting around. Gives it over to Gaspadaro. Out to the point for Clark. Clark fires a shot. Blocker save. Juicy rebound just past McMurray. And it's going to be a 2-on-2 in front of Clark, Rich, and Cushman. Poke check. Top of the right circle right in front of Bersani. Fires one in over the crossbar. And number 42 at 13:02 chip one over Bersani. And it is 1-0, folks, here in the second period. Oops, sorry, folks, that's the wrong team. Wishful thinking. Your lineup out there now will be BMAC along with, I'm sorry, not BMAC, that's Pisturzi, Gaspadaro, and Yannick. Blue liners are going to be Rothmeyer and Rich. Gaspadaro on the draw, won by Gaspadaro, but chipped away by the Sharks, who pinched in hard right off that faceoff, beating both wingers on right and left. Down in the corner, it's going to be Rich and Gaspadaro going to work. Rich slams over the left wing corner, kept in by the Sharks. Down behind the net, looking to go to work against Bersani, and Bersani swatted away. Phantoms regain control. It's Gaspadaro with a break. It's Gaspadaro with speed down to the right hash. It's on the backhand side. Covers it up. Picked up a poke check forward by Yannick. And we're going to get a penalty on the Sharks. Hooking will be the call, and it'll be another power play for the Phantoms at 12:34 here in the second period. Hooking is the call. And on the penalty is going to be number 58, I believe, is headed to the sin bin. And the resulting in the Phantoms power play. This power play brought to you by Jay's Beef in Harwood Heights on Montrose and Narragansett. Jay's Beef, you've tried the rest, now try the best. Stop in and see Jay, Johnny, Frankie, the Fortuna brothers. Tell them I said hi, folks. Your power play unit out there now, Yannick, along with Gaspadaro and Pisturzi. Blue liner is going to be Rich and Rothmeyer. That was a shot from the point by Rothmeyer. And here comes the Sharks out of the zone, going to work against Pisturzi, pulling it back here to the near side, now towards Rich. Looking to fire a shot off the stick of Rich behind the net of Bersani, picked up by Rothmeyer. Rothmeyer chips it back behind boards for himself, and Rothmeyer coming in one on him. Sends it forward to Pisturzi. Pisturzi over just past the reaching hands of Gaspadaro. That's going to be an icing if it gets there. And it will. And we're going to bring that one all the way back. 12:03 to go here in the second period. 59 seconds remaining on that Jay's Beef power play. Faceoff goes into the right wing circle just to the left of Bersani's blocker. And Coach Caden goes for the line change. Headed out there now will be BMAC along with Clark and Kerwick. Blue liner is going to be Morocco, Monaco, and Blake Cushman. Cushman down in the I formation, Monaco in the slot. Faceoff won by Kerwick. Firing a shot is going to be the Sharks. Shot blocked by Cushman into the hands of Kerwick. Kerwick headmans it up to BMAC. BMAC with a step now across the blue line, dragging it forward. Puck is loose here for Clark, kept in by Cushman, left point. Cushman sends it behind the net in the right wing corner. He dug out of the wall by Cushman, or by McMurray. Knocked loose by Monaco, kept in. Poke check towards Clark. Shark's going to chip it out of his zone past the rock. And it's going to be Cushman going to get it in front of the Shark benches. 30 seconds to go on that Jay's Beef power play. Cush goes D to Rock. Rock going to send one forward. Picked off by the Sharks at center, and they're going to send one back the other way. Slowed up by Bersani. Picked up here by Cushman. 19 seconds to go. Cushman headmans it over to Kerwick. The defender from the Sharks, the penalty killer there, did a nice job of reading that play, but Kerwick picked up the loose change. Now it's back in the hands of the Sharks. Clark all over it in front of the penalty boxes. Sharks walking in against Monaco. Left wing faceoff dot. Comes down low, centering pass, blocked by Bersani. Chip loose here to the near side. We are even strength. Up off the glass, bouncing puck to the blue line. Out of the zone it goes, collected by the Sharks at center. Right back the other way in front of Monaco. Backhanded in behind the net of Bersani. Picked up by Cushman, right wing corner. Cushman coming in, shoves it over here to the near side from McMurray. Knocked down by the Sharks, right back behind the zone, picked up by the Rock. Monaco over here to the near side, once again to the strong side from McMurray, who chips one up towards the blue line. Out of the zone, it goes into the hand of the Sharks, and they're going to regroup on the far side towards Clark. Off the passing stick of Clark, picked up by Monaco. Monaco to Cushman. Cushman looking patiently, sends it over to BMAC. Right behind, and puck's going to go down the zone, out of the zone, all the way down for an icing. And we're going to bring that one all the way back. 10:26 to go here in the second. And an offensive zone face-off for the Sharks. Your lineup out there now for Coach Caden's squad. Boyd going to be at center. DeNormandy and Proden are your wingers. Zayer down in the I formation, and Adam McCray in the slot. Face-off to the left of Bersani in the right wing circle, out towards Proden. Face-off won by Boyd. Coming in now is going to be Boyd. 3 Sharks all over that puck. Down behind the net for Zayer. Right to left. Centering pass up front. Shot fanned down by the Sharks. Picked up by Proden. Proden going to push up the ice. It's 2-on-2 with Boyd coming in as a trailer. And the third Shark as well. Proden gets beat to it in the corner. Come chip past Boyd. Left wing hash marks now backing up is there. Cut off by Boyd. Thrown behind the net for Proden. Sharks shovel pass off to the far side. Dug out of the wall by McCray. McCray right point. Try to send one back. He does. Hits his pocket. Picked by the Sharks. Here they're coming away. Boyd on the back check. Chipped across. Here's the blue line. Zayer coming in right side. Poke checks the boy. Hits the brakes. Zayer doesn't bite. Knocked loose by Proden to Zayer. It's Zayer along with Boyd and DeNormandy. 4-on-2 the other way. Coming inside wide right as DeNormandy chips one in deep. It's Zayer on the forecheck now. Zayer gets to the loose change. Sends one back over to the far side. McCray going to come pinching in. Double D covering defense. So make him triple D right now. And now he switches back into the offensive side of the sport. And then here comes the Sharks out of the zone right towards Zayer. Right circle. Zayer gets in front of him, puts him off it, loses the puck, and picked up by Sire, who chips it back towards Proden. Here to the near side. Nice play by Max Zayer. On the far side, intercepted. That'll be off. No offsides. Back in and out of zone. Now it's going to be offsides as it just squirted out past the blue line at 9:13 to go here in the second. We'll get a face-off just outside the zone, right in front of the Shark benches. Your lineup now is going to be Pasterzi, Sire, and Yadick. Blue liners are going to be Zayer and, I'm sorry, that's Rothmeyer and Rich, folks. Rothmeyer and Rich. Down in the left wing corner, Sharks picking up, swinging off to the far side. Just off the stick of Ryland Rich out of zone in the hands of Jackson Rothmeyer. Rothmeyer fans on it. It's picked up by the Sharks. Right hash marks towards Bersani. Fires a shot over the left wing crossbar. Rebounded out to the far side for Yadick. Yadick trying to muscle one. He's collapsed to the line by 3 Sharks. Back to the left point. Coming in is going to be Yadick, who pushes it forward. It's 3-on-1 the other way now with the Phantoms. Yadick coming in over to Pasterzi. Pasterzi fires it. Hits the post and goes to the far side. It's going to be the Sharks now the other way at 3-on-2. Here they're coming. Pasterzi gets on the defensive side of it. It's 3-on-3. Backing up is going to be Sire into the right wing corner for Rothmeyer. Rothmeyer down by the Zamdors. Gets taken down by 2 Sharks. Bodied off by Ryland Rich. It's picked back up by the Sharks in the left corner. Knocked loose by Sire. Reef up the far side for Rich. Rich at 8:19. Tries to drag it out of the zone. He can't. He's collapsed down by 2. It's 1-on-1 in front of Rothmeyer. High slot. Fires one over Bersani's glove. Rebound bad. Swatted away by Bersani. Almost knocked it into his own net. Loose change collected by the Phantoms. It went from Yadick back over to Pasterzi, who drops it for Yadick on the drop pass. Yadick goes in. Sire head of the net. Pasterzi high up 3. Yadick tried to center pass. Broken up by 3 Sharks. There's 3 blue jerseys on almost every puck, folks. Pinching in is going to be Cush. Cush poked it loose. Back in the hands of Pasterzi. It's offsides as Yadick was slow to get out of the zone. And we'll get a whistle at 7:48 to go here in the second period. And it'll be a face-off just outside the zone, right in front of us, folks. Headed out there now for the Phantoms will be Gospodaru at center. BMAC along with Clark up front. Blue liners are going to be Cush and the Rock. And it's going to be picked up here by Gospodaru. Try to send one forward, blocked by 3 blue jerseys. Back in the hands of Max 3. And I mean Max, number 96, Gospodaru up in front of the penalty boxes. Backhands one in deep. It's BMAC, the forechecker, along with Gospodaru and speed here to the near side. Out to the left point, cut off by Clark. Clark to Cushman, sends it off the skates of BMAC. Top left circle. BMAC popped it loose, picked up by Cushman. Clark bodies it free. Back in the hands of the defender. Off the jersey of Clark at his feet now. He tries to hammer it into the far side. McMurray comes in and picks it up. McMurray, puck protection, right wing half wall, far side. Down towards Clark. Now Monaco backing up at the right point. He's about 10 feet inside the blue line and backing up in front of the Phantom benches. BMAC at his feet along with 2 Sharks. Clark comes in. He misses on the body check. Makes a move around. Gospodaru is going to be the Sharks forward. And it's here come the Sharks the other way. And it's going to be in front of Cushman. Top of the right circle. 2-on-2. Firing a shot blocked by Cushman. Down in the corner. Shot blocked by Cushman once again. Or pass blocked anyway. Back behind the goal line. Picked up by Gospodaru. Puts a body on it. Puck is loose, bottom of the right circle towards Cushman. Look to fire on. It's going to be the Sharks. Monaco comes in, breaks it up into the right wing, left wing corner for Clark. at 6:36. Bouncing puck out of the zone for Cush, or McMurray. Play broken up by the Sharks, no icing, as the goaltender's got to make a save. And here comes Gospodaro and BMAC on the forecheck, cut off by the Phantoms. 3-on-2 in front of Cushman and Monaco. Not play broken up, picked up in front by Monaco, and it's shot past Bersani as Monaco did not get a piece of the puck at 6:19. Looked like did not get the number of the man who scored it, folks. 6:19 though, and it's 2-0. Right back at center ice we go. This game is in Nashville, Tennessee at the Ford Ice Center, for those of you wondering. And it's going to be the Sharks going the other way. Shot blocked by Max Zayer. Out there now for the Phantoms. Top of the slot coming in is going to be the Sharks. Poke check by McRae. Swatted away by Zayer. Loose change picked up by Proden. It's Proden along with Kerwick and DeNormany. Blue liners are Zayer and McRae. Proden in the left wing corner now. DeNormany in front of the blue paint. Centering pass broken up by the Sharks. And here they come the other way in a 2-on-2. Kerwick back checking. Make it 3-on-3. Coming in the zone is going to be left wing side. Firing a shot. Saved by Bersani. Another save by Bersani. Swatted away by Bersani. Stick is there. Couldn't get a piece of it. Max with the good saves there. Out to the slot. Knocked loose by DeNormany. DeNormany pushing it up the ice. Chipped over to Proden. Proden here to the near side. Fires a crapper. Save. Rebound out front for DeNormany. And the rebound going the other way by the Sharks. Cut off by Double D or Proden. That's Kerwick, folks. Sometimes I can't see through this netting and who the numbers are. It's going to be make move around Double D inside the zone in front of McRae. Top of the left circle, centering pass. Knocked loose by DeNormany towards there. Shot hit the red, looking for the wraparound. Now it's knocked away by the Phantoms. Left faceoff dot out to the top left circle. Fires one low off the skates of Kerwick into the left wing corner. It goes at 5:07. Kerwick throws it over here to the near side. Going to be picked up here by Max Zayer. Zayer, right wing half wall. Got to push it up out of the zone here to the near side across the blue line. Sends one in deep. Phantoms go for the line change. Sharks picking it up in the right wing corner. Got a guy here all the way down by their own blue line. They don't see him. Thrown by the Sharks all the way down. It's going to be Rich in a foot race. Sharks are going to beat him to it. Backhand shoveled off here to the near side. Getting dunked out of the wall by Pasturzi on the right hash marks. Knocked loose, top of the right circle. Boyd comes in. Kicking it forward as the Sharks. Popped loose by Rich. It's Rich up the ice. Here he goes. Rich with speed in a 2-on-2 along with Yadick. Rich goes around him. Right face off that comes in. Makes a move. Fires a shot. Saved by the goaltender. Rebound for Yadick. Yadick cut off by two Sharks looking for support. Here comes Boyd. Boyd on the far side now between her legs. Intercepted by Pasturzi at the blue line. Pasturzi tips one forward. Knocked free by the Sharks. They're going to touch it out of the zone. Right back the other way. 2-on-2 in front of Rothmeyer and Rich. Right circle puck protection towards the net is Thornton. Fired a shot. Saved by Bersani. Picked up by the Sharks. Muscled off by the Sharks here to the right wing corner. And hooked up is going to be the Phantoms here to the near side. Pasturzi trying to kick it loose. Can't get it. Boyd harassing out towards Pasturzi. Pasturzi pushes it forward. Pasturzi at center chips one inside the zone, but picked up by the Sharks D. And Yadick's on the forecheck. Yadick going to cut him off. The guy hits the brakes and reverses here to the near side. Out towards Pasturzi. And it's going to be Sharks going the other way. Chip past Boyd on the far side. Makes a move around Rich. Boyd comes in. Poke checks it free to the far side. At 3:38 remaining here in the second. Down behind the net. Sharks going to work left to right here to the near side. Top of the right circle. High slot pass. Poking up by Yadick. Back towards Bersani. Picked up here by the Phantoms. Rothmeyer is going to send it back in the left wing corner to himself. At left wing hash marks. Picked up by the Sharks. Didi, little forward chip pass down behind the goal line. Back into the hand fans of the Phantoms. Over towards Pasturzi, but it's kept in by the Sharks, who swing one back over to the far side now. Yadick coming in, drags one forward in front of the Shark bench, and pushes it up the ice. It's going to be Pasturzi in the forecheck. It's just over 3 minutes to go, and it's Pasturzi going to carry him off left to right. He hits the brakes, and he goes back the other way. Coming in is Gavin Sire on the forecheck now, out to the blue line, kept in by Rich. Rich makes a move with the blue line, pushing it forward. Poke check by the Sharks, and it's going to be 3-on-1 the other way with Rich back checking. Monaco covering in. Clark on the back check. Poke checked around. Monaco knocks it loose left pass up. Fair shot is saved by Bersani. Back towards the middle as Monaco went down. Down behind the goal line to the slot. Poke checked by Rich. Back off the back post. Saved by Bersani. We're going to get a whistle. The net's off. There's going to be a penalty. Yep, penalty is going to be the call. And it looks like it's going to be Rylan Rich, who's headed to the sin bin for hooking. At 2:38 to go here in the second. Can't say I disagree with taking the penalty there. They were a little out of sorts, and so the Phantoms are shorthanded. This penalty kill brought to you by Classic Packaging of Northbrook, Illinois. Classic Packaging. You can't have a penalty without a box. Your penalty killers out there now. Sire and Clark up front. Blue liners are Monaco and I believe that's Zaire. Face-off won by the Sharks to the left point. Out towards Sire. Shot blocked by Sire. Glove down by the Phantoms. Picked up here by Clark, who's going to throw one out of the zone. Glove down by the Sharks at neutral ice, and they're going to regroup, pulling it back towards the Shark line. Now towards Monaco. 2-on-2 in front of Monaco and Zaire. Drops it top of the right circle towards Thornton. Over to the right corner, looking to go give and go. Shot broken up by Bersani. Over here to the near side. Backhanded towards the blue line by Monaco. Kept in by the Sharks. Backing up is the Rock. Down to the right corner, looking for the give and go. Back into the right wing corner. Sharks going to work. Over to the right point now. Out towards Gavin Sire. Goes over to the far side. Clark regrouping. Back down. Bottom of the right left circle. Saved by Bersani. Back behind the net here towards Monaco. Play broken up by Monaco. Fighter shot. Saved by Bersani. The net's off. Puck is fired. Got another save by Bersani. And we're going to get a whistle at 1:49 to go here in the second. 41 seconds to go on that Classic Packaging PK. Face-off goes back into the left wing circle in the offensive zone for the Sharks to the right of Bersani's glove. In the left wing circle, and the Phantoms go for a line change. It'll be Rothmeyer and Cushman on D. Double D and Pisturzi are your forwards. Double D on the face-off. Referee telling the boys to back up. Face-off won by the Sharks out to the left point. Walking it in left circle. Fires one low. Tipped by the Sharks in the right wing corner it goes. Back over here to the near side. Play broken up in the middle by the Phantoms coming in here to the near side. Regrouping is going to be the Sharks. Back to the right corner. Try to touch pass up the middle. Broken up by the Phantoms. Back to the left point. Top of the right circle. Picked back up by the Sharks. Makes a move around Rothmeyer. Fired a shot. Saved by Bersani. 18 seconds to go. Sharks fire another one over the crossbar. Here to the near side. Rebounding out. 1:22 to go here in the period. 12 seconds to go on that Classic Packaging PK. It's the Sharks going to work out here to the right point. Walking off the line like Johnny Cash. Drops it back top of the right circle. Walks it in towards the middle, towards Double D. Left face-off dot. Sharks regrouping. That's the end of that PK, folks. And back in front of the middle. Play broken up by the Phantoms as they collapse on the net. Rebound out front, and it's tapped in on the back door. On the rebound, as the Sharks had one guy open on the back door, 3 Phantoms on the puck, but didn't see it. And that'll be number 93, I believe, is the one who got that one. At 1:01 to go here in the second. So the second period seems to be the Achilles heel so far for the Phantoms, as they've given up 3 in this period. Out there now for the Phantoms will be Kerwick along with Gospodaru and DeNormandy. Blue liners are going to be Zaire and Adam McRae. Face-off for Gospodaru. Coming in is Kerwick on the defensive side. At loose change picked up by Gospodaru, who's going to pull one in towards Normandy. Normandy tip back in the hands of Kerwick. Kerwick fires a shot, blocked by Normandy. Stuffed in by Max Gospodaru, and we've got ourselves a Chicago Phantoms goal. Let's check the replay, folks. It's in the hands of Kerwick, who fired one forward. Then it goes to Gospodaru, who slams it forward to the defender for the Sharks. Slowed it up, but at 52.7 seconds to go in the period, it's Gospodaru from Kerwick and Double D. And we've got ourselves a 3-1 ball game. Back out to center ice. Lineup stays the same. Kerwick left winging it. Gospodaru in the middle. And DeNormandy on right wing. Blue liners from left to right will be Zaire and McRae. Face-off dragged forward by the Sharks. Picked up by Kerwick. Not loose by the Sharks. Swatted away by Kerwick once again. That's offsides. No call. Swing and a miss by Zaire. Right hash marks. Makes a move across the slot. Tied up by DeNormandy. McRae goes down. Back up by the Sharks towards Bersani. Looking for the backdoor play. Zaire picks him up. Here to the near side. Coming in is Gospodaru. Chipped it back behind the net. Over looking for the middle play. No goes. Zaire gets back on the defensive side of it towards Gospodaru. Pop loose for McRae. McRae trying to muscle up. He's got 2 on him. Saved by Bersani. Rebound out front and slid through the 5-hole of the Phantoms goaltender at 22.1 seconds to go, as the Sharks are swarming the net with 3, and we've got 1 in front of the net. That is going to be number 33 on the goal. And it's 4-1. They get it back, folks. With 22.1 seconds. So the Sharks have made a change on their forward in their offensive zone strategy and putting 3 guys in front of the net. Phantoms need to make the adjustment on the D side of it. Here comes the Sharks once again. Poke check by Pisturzi. right here in front. Boyd coming in on the defensive side. It knocked free for Yadick. Yadick at center. He goes down, picked up by the Sharks. Going to curl around to the far side. Boyd on the forecheck. Out of the zone it goes in front of Cushman and Monaco. Top of the left circle, makes a move around it. Monaco comes in, firing a shot, saved by Bersani. Monaco put a body on it into the right wing corner. And it's picked up by the Sharks. That sound is the end of the period. So at the end of 2, it's going to be the Sharks 4 and the Phantoms 1 as we head to the second intermission. This second intermission brought to you by Fireball Cinnamon Whiskey. Fireball, ignite the night. At least that's what it says on a bottle anyway. Enjoy the intermission, folks. Welcome back, folks. It's the final frame here at the Ford Ice Center in Music City, Tennessee. Your starting lineup for the third period. Yadick along with Boyd and Pasturzi up front. Blue liners are going to be Monaco and Cushman from right to left. Bersani has the net. 14 minutes are on the clock. Into the right wing corner coming over. Monaco breaks up the play into the right corner. Monaco comes in once again. Back up here now. Down behind the net. Cushman try to bash it loose. Over towards Boyd. Out to the right circle for the Sharks. We're pulling it back. Now Boyd coming in. Sends it back into the corner. Cushman giving chase. Bottom of the right circle out to the right point. Now coming over towards Pasturzi. Fires one low. Knocked, directed out of play by Bersani into the netting. And at 13:26, we get a whistle and a face-off in the offensive zone for the Sharks in the right wing circle to the left of Bersani's blocker. Lineup stays the same for Coach Caden's squad. Boyd going to take your draw. Monaco in a slot followed by Pasturzi and Yadick. Cushman down in the I formation behind Boyd. And Boyd on the face-off here. Referee having some words for the two centermen. Draw one by the Sharks. Chip past Cushman down behind the net. Sent out of the zone. Play broken up by Monaco. That puck's going to go all the way down for the San Jose goaltender. It's going to be Yadick on the forecheck now. Sharks going to drag it over. Pad broken up by Yadick. Puck is working out here to the near side for Boyd. Boyd chops it loose. Picked up by Pasturzi on the backside of it. Pasturzi sends one into the corner for Yadick. 13:07 to go, and Yadick tries to cut back. He does, bottom left circle. Sends one towards the net, off the shin guards. Back in the hands of Yadick. Yadick's got Pasturzi on the back door. Yadick curls around to his forward. He's got Boyd in front of the paint. Pasturzi on the weak side. Monaco, left point, curls. Fires one across. Knocked down by the forward. Picked up by Boyd. Boyd couldn't push it forward. Backing up, here comes the Sharks. Off the skates of the forward into the hands of Cushman. Cushman trying to chip it forward. Knocked loose by the Sharks. Coming in as Pasturzi along with Yadick on the strong side. Sent into the zone by the Sharks. Going to be picked up by Bersani to Monaco. Monaco behind the net. Comes over here to the near side. Throws it off the skates of the forechecker. Here to the near side. Coming back as Cushman on the back door. And it was another boy in front of the net. 3 Sharks down low. Number 3 on the back door. At 12:26 to go here in the third. We make our way back out to center ice. It's going to be Clark along with Sire and BMAC. Rothmeyer and Rich. 2 guys all over BMAC. Picked up by the Sharks. Here to Rich, here to the near side. Slamming it forward towards Sire. Cut off by the Sharks. Right in front, here comes McMurray, puts a body on it, knocked it free, back in neutral zone, pushed inside the ice. We're going to get a whistle here, as it must have been offsides. At 12:08, we'll get a face-off just outside the zone, right in front of us. Gavin on your face-off, Clark on the right wing, BMAC on left. Rich and Rothmeyer on the blue line, another offsides, and we'll do it once again from the same location. Clark going to stay put. Nope, Clark going to take your draw now. Clark turns it over to Gavin. Gavin here to the near side, pushing it towards Clark. 2-on-2 battle right at center ice. Along the boards, picked up by the Sharks. Poke check by Rich. Here they're coming towards BMAC. BMAC going to take him out to the far side. Mohawk and puck protection thrown behind the net here to the near side by the Sharks in the left wing corner. Sire coming in now. Body loose by Rich, picked up by Gavin. Gavin coming in across the blue line now and trying to headman it over to Clark. Backhand pass intercepted by the Sharks, going right back the other way. Rich muscles it forward into the zone, no offsides. Picked up by the Sharks, pass Clark, D-to-D pass on the far side. Looking to headman it up towards the penalty boxes to the Sharks. They do one-on-one in front of Rothmeyer. 3-on-2 with the back checker and BMAC. No hooking call on BMAC. Got away with one there. Out to the top of the right circle, met by the Sharks. Looking to fire one. Nice back check by Brady. Got a piece of that one to knock it loose. Rothmeyer sends it over to McMurray here to the far side. McMurray trying to chip one forward. Wall sealed up by the Sharks. Loose change picked up by Rothmeyer, who chips it out of the zone. And the Sharks going to work in front of their own bench now. Thrown right back the other way. Three Phantoms running into each other. Picked up by McMurray, who goes over to Rich here to the near side. Ryland across center, pushing it up as the Sharks back up. Rich going into the corner. Rich at the right wing hash marks, muscles it down, sends one towards the net, blocked by the defender of the Sharks. Back the other way. Here comes the Sharks in a 2-on-1 with back checkers in front of Zaire. Left circle comes down. Good back check there by Rich. He lifted a stick, but the Sharks pick up the loose change. Across the slot, cuts back top left circle, looks to fire a shot. Hanging on is going to be the Sharks. Centering pass broken up by Bersani to the far side for BMAC. Sent inside the zone by the Sharks. Down behind the goal line. Clark sends it over here towards Rich and Sire. Sire going to put him in the wall. Picked up by Ryland Rich, who tips him back behind the net to himself. Rich tied up versus two. Coming in is going to be Clark now, backing up towards the right side. Two guys down behind the goal line. Two Phantoms run into each other in front of the net. Zaire coming in, centering pass on the back door. Sire comes in now here to the near side. Chipping it loose towards out of the neutral zone it goes. It's going to be Clark in a foot race versus the Shark defender at 10:04. And the Sharks win the foot race. He hits the brakes, but Clark cuts him off behind the net, but couldn't get a piece of the puck. Backhanded out to the right hash marks. Kept in by Gavin Sire. Sire right corner, McMurray on the defensive side of it. And Clark fades away into the left slot. Out of the zone it goes by the Sharks. 3-on-2 or 2-on-2 the other way. Around McRae he goes. Right hash marks, fires a shot, saved by Bersani, who covers it up. And Ronan Clark got some words for the forward from San Jose, who took a whack at Bersani after the whistle at 9:39 to go here in the period. And they're calling the Shark forward for slashing after the play. At 9:39. That's one way to stop it, I suppose. Number 19 headed to the box. Didn't know that it warranted a slashing call. But we'll take the power play, folks. They've got it listed as number 18 on the scoreboard. So we'll go with what they have. And this power play brought to you by Bubby's Beef and Red Hots in Elk Grove Village, Illinois. Bubby's Beef and Red Hots, the best fresh cut fries this side of the Des Plaines River. Stop in and see Andy. Tell him I said hi, folks. Your power play unit out there now will be Yadic, Gaspadaro, and Pasturzi, 95, 96, and 97 from left to right. Monaco and Cushman are your blue liners from left to right. Right at the right wing half wall, Gaspadaro coming in, Cushman pinching in, puck is out to the high slot, knocked away by the Sharks, and it's going to be sent out of the zone into the hands of Monaco. Monaco throws one right back into the hands of the Sharks, and they pick it up at neutral ice, making a move around Gaspadaro, blows a tire hot in the left circle. Broken up by Monaco. Monaco pushing it up towards Pasturzi. Pasturzi's got Yadic on his left. Pasturzi goes wide right. He's got Yadic 2 on him. And puck is knocked loose by the Sharks out of the zone into the hands of Cushman. Cushman at center now, pulling it back across. Goes right into the hands of the Shark. Bouncing puck for Yadic. Knocked loose by Yadic. Left wing hash marks to the slot. Looking to go backhand. Yadic gets a piece of it. Fires a shot. Saved by the goaltender. Back in the hands of Yadic, and the Phantoms looking to get it set up now. Monaco, left point. Swings it over to Cush. Cush fires one off the shin guards. Into the slot, bouncing puck is picked up by Yadic, who fires one off the shin guards again in the left wing corner. 35 seconds to go on this Bubby's Beef from Red House power play. Monaco sends it over to Pasturzi. Pasturzi and Yadic. Gaspadaro whips one wide right. Picked up by the Sharks on the far side. Here they're going and working in front of Monaco. Monaco poke checks it free. Puck is loose for Nyatek, dragged forward by the Sharks back in the left wing corner. Gaspadaro coming in, 16 seconds to go on this Bubby's Beef and Red Hots power play. Offsides is gonna be the call. 10 seconds to go on that Bubby's Beef and Red Hots power play. And we'll get a face-off just outside the zone, right in front of us. It's Proden along with Kerwick and Denormany. Blue liners are going to be Zayer, Rothmeyer, and Rich. I'm sorry. I saw a 7 there, but Rothmeyer is 17. Rothmeyer tried to muscle one out of the zone. It was hung up there on the defender, and we're even strength as the penalty has expired. Here comes the Sharks the other way with just over 8 minutes in front of Rothmeyer towards the Phantom benches. Proden on the back check now. Into the right wing corner. They send it over here underneath the net, near to the near side. Coming in is going to be Rylan Rich. Left wing hash marks now. Rich bodies it loose. Left wing half while trying to push it forward towards Denormany. Kerwick at the blue line. Knocked back by the Sharks. Muscled forward by Denormany, who couldn't push it out of the zone. Back towards Rothmeyer. Toe drag around in front of Rothmeyer. Blocker saved by Bersani. Back in the hands of the Sharks. High slot. Pass broken up by Denormany for Proden. Pass behind Proden. Denormany goes down. Proden walks it in here to the near side. Dragged it back across the blue line. Puck goes into the left wing corner for Kerwick on the forecheck. Sharks hit the brakes and he pulls it back behind the net. Proden on the forecheck now. Coming over here to the near side is going to be Denormany. Right wing hash marks now. Denormany seals up the wall. Picked up by Kerwick. Kerwick to double D, back in the hands of the Sharks. And they're going to push it cross ice in front of Rothmeyer towards the penalty boxes. Here comes the Sharks the other way. Headed to the net. Intercepted by Rich, who chips one over here to the near side. Sharks send one back behind the net. Rich intercepting once again. Bottom left circle. Rich sends one towards the middle. Picked up here by Clark. It's going to be Clark and Kerwick. 2-on-1 with back checkers. Clark's got the inside position. Bottom of the right circle. Comes across, fires a shot wide right. In the left wing corner for Clark. He's got the point open. Sends it over to Zayer. Zayer at the blue line. He's got Rich. Right point. Rich takes and fires. Off the left stick of the goaltender. Off the left post of the stick. And Kerwick picks it up. Sends it back behind the net. Looking to hit Proden. And it's going to be picked up by the Sharks, who are going to send one on his own, knocked out of midair, and then by the Sharks, picked up by Rich on a loose change. And Rich going to carry it in, top of the left circle, collapsed down by 2, picked up by Proden, who fires one forward, and Clark's going to come in, and they're going to get a whistle at 6:23 to go here in the period. And the Sharks don't like that Clark snowed the goaltender. Can't say I like that play either. But he did stop right in front of the goaltender. And we'll get a whistle. And an offensive zone face-off for the Phantoms. Boyd going to take your draw. Clark and BMAC are your forwards from right and left. Zayer and McRae left to right. Zayer going to fire from the left point, wide left of the net into the right wing corner for Clark. Clark, right wing corner, curls around to his forehand. Got 2 on him, sends it over here to the near side for BMAC. BMAC going to get pinned in the wall, looking for support. Here comes Clark. Clark bailing out with BMAC. BMAC going to pick it up here. Still holding on to it. Clark tied up with the boy from the Sharks and couldn't get loose. And here comes Boyd the other way on the back check now against 42. She poke checked it free. Back in the hands of the Sharks with speed coming across. Boyd stands up, knocked loose by BMAC or Clark. Picked up by McRae. McRae backhands one out of his own Jalmerson style into the face mask of Clark. Is knocked loose by the Sharks. Puck is free at center. Boyd going to pick it up at left side. When the face-off comes in, face-off dot sends it down low at 5:39. Clark coming in on the forecheck now. He knocks it loose for Boyd. Boyd back to Clark. BMAC coming in. And McRae backing up now as the Sharks busting up the ice in a 3-on-2. Trying to split him. He does towards Zayer. Right hash marks. Looks to fire a shot. Saved by Bersani as we get a whistle at 5:24 to go here in the third. And Coach Caden goes for the line change. Monaco and Cushman are your defenders. Pisturzi, Sire, and Nyatek up front. Nyatek in the rock in the slot. Cushman down in the I formation to the left of Bersani. Sire on your draw. Sire wins the face-off. And it's swatted away by the Sharks out to the right point. Looks to fire with shot blocked by Pisturzi. Back to Nyatek. Monaco's got a guy tied up. And the puck trickles off the right wing corner for Monaco's guy. Sent back behind the net. Here comes Cushman. Monaco gets to the front of the net with the other defender. And on the back post, looking to cycle around, is going to be the Sharks. And it's going to be Nyatek who chips one out of the zone right into the hands of the Sharks defender, who's going to go right back the other way in front of Monaco, 1-on-1. Drops it top of the right circle, coming in towards the slot. Makes a move around Nyatek and fires a shot, or Sire rather. Loose change picked up by Cushman. That puck was wide right, or wide left. Picked back up by the Sharks. Monaco knocks it free. Back behind the net for Cushman. Cushman sends one over to the Rock. Rock on the far side. Hits Pasturzi. Pasturzi's got Yadick. Yadick just behind, and the pass goes into the zone as Yadick blows a tire. Sire on the forecheck now. 4.5 minutes to go in the ball game. And out towards Pasturzi. Poke check. Here comes Thornton against Monaco. Goes around him towards Cushman. Try to fire a shot. Saved by Bersani. But the rebound goes in. And number 18 gets on the scoreboard. At 4:23 here in the period, it was a rebound goal. And it's 6-1. Your lineup out there now is going to be Clark along with Gaspadaro and BMAC. Blue liners are going to be Rich and Rothmeyer. Rich going to get it there. He's stuffed by the Sharks. 2 on the puck. Coming in is going to be Clark, knocked loose for Gaspadaro. Gaspadaro going to send one up the ice towards BMAC. No icing as he was tied up. Into the left wing corner it goes for BMAC. BMAC coming in along with Clark. 2-on-1 down behind the goal line. 3 white jerseys below the goal line now versus 2. Picked up here by the Phantoms. BMAC fires his shot. Backhand saved by the goaltender. And we've got ourselves a running clock, folks, so time ticks away at 3:40. Left wing circle face-off. McMurray, Gaspadaro, and Clark. Rich and Rothmeyer, a little R&R on D. Face-off one for Rothmeyer, top of the left circle. Rothmeyer fires one towards the net. Shot blocked by the Sharks. Backing up is going to be BMAC. On the back check now towards Rothmeyer. Rothmeyer trying to cut him off. Top of the left circle. Poke check by Gaspadaro. Good play. Picked up by Rich. Rich going to try to use the boards towards Gaspadaro. Slowed up by the Sharks into the right wing corner. Rich coming in on the forecheck now. Cycling one towards McMurray. Picked up by the Sharks in the left wing corner. Out to the far side. Backhanded up the right wing, left wing half wall towards the Shark benches. Cut off by Clark. Dragged forward by the Sharks out of the zone. BMAC puts him down. No call on the body check. Puck is loose here for Gaspadaro. Drops it for Ryland Rich. Makes a move around the forechecker. And here he goes the other way. Pushing it inside the zone. Rich looks to fire a shot. Pad saved by the goaltender for Clark. Clark on the far side. Knocked away by the defender. Here comes the Sharks. Headmanning it in front of Zaire. 1-on-1. Tries to cut to the middle. Poke check by Rich. On the far side towards Gaspadaro. Firing a shot underneath the glove of Bersani. On the far side. Rebounded towards the Shark. Poke check by McMurray. Thrown into the slot by the Sharks into the hands of Rich. Rich up to BMAC. Up at center he goes. BMAC in front of the penalty boxes, off the referee's skates, get out of the way, stripes. 2:20 to go here in the game. Sharks pushing it up here to the near side towards Gaspadaro, puts a body on it and shoved in the zone by the Sharks. Down towards Zaire. Zaire over to McCray. McCray sends one out to Proden. Proden in front of the Phantom benches. Up the ice it goes for Yadick. Yadick, top of left circle, comes down left faceoff dot. Cut off by 2 of the Sharks here to the near side. Taking away the breakout pass is Proden, but it gets to the Shark anyway. Out towards Kurek. On the far side towards McCray. McCray going to put a body on it, knocked loose by Zaire. Looks for the backhand pass, shot past Bersani. And at 1:47 to go here in the period. It'll be another goal for the Sharks. Looked like number 19 got it. And it's 7-1. Head back out to center ice. Yannick, Kerwick, and Proden up front. Monaco and Cushman on the blue line. Sharks controlling, 3-on-2. Now towards Monaco. Wide left, takes it D-to-D pass shot over the cross, under the shoulder of Bersani, and at 1:06. It's like number 9. No, number 8. Number 8 scored that one. Time continues to tick away. It's 8-1. And we head back to center ice. It'll be Boyd along with Gaspadaro and Pasturzi. Blue liners are going to be Rich and Zaire. Sharks coming right back the other way with 30 seconds to go towards Bersani. Fires a shot, saved by Max. And we're going to get a whistle. Time is rolling off the clock here. Coach going for the line change. And that's going to do it, folks. Your final score here at Ford Ice Arena, the San Jose Sharks 8, the Chicago Phantoms 1. As we head over to our favorite part of the broadcast, Rockies recap. For the visiting and victorious San Jose Sharks, goals scored by number 42 at 13:02 in the second, an unknown player at 6:19 in the second, number 93 and number 33 rounding out the scoring in the second period, number 3, 18, 19, and 8 hit it home in the third. Penalties on the Sharks, number 55, number 58 hooking in the first and second period, number 18 with a slash on Max Bersani in the third. For the home team, Chicago Phantoms, the lone penalty on Rylan Rich, hooking in the second at 2:38, and the goal scored by Max Gospodaru, assisted by Keegan Kerwick and Dom DeNormandy at 52.7 seconds in the second period. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Thank you for watching. We will see you later on this afternoon at 3:15 as the Chicago Phantoms take on the Tri-Valley Bulls right back here at the Ford Ice Arena in Nashville, Tennessee. Go get yourself a cup of coffee, maybe some lunch here right now. It's 10:18, a little early for that. Go get some breakfast. But once again, thanks for watching, folks. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast. And once again, your final score here at Ford Ice Arena, the Ford Center Ice Arena, is the San Jose Junior Sharks 8 and the Chicago Phantoms 1. Thanks for watching.